Otro video más. What's up, YouTube? All right. So, I know you've been struggling with Borderlands recently. I know you don't have a high-end PC. Not all people do. Mine, it's like mid. It was good a couple of years ago. It's getting kind of old, so I got you. Okay. So, um, we're gonna get you straight up to the best settings that you can do in Borderlands. So, it's gonna take a few steps. I'll walk you through everything. So, hope you guys enjoy the content. I've been out of the Pokemon content for a while, so we're gonna be doing a little bit of Borderlands. I'm a huge Borderlands fan. Played all the games, so um, let's jump straight to the settings. So we're gonna switch it up to the basically the NVIDIA settings. This is gonna be more guided to like a NVIDIA GPU users. Um, Pretty much on AMD, what you can do is sort of the same settings. So first of all, let's start with the display settings. Make sure like if you want to use G-Sync, use it. You're good to go. Make sure it's used. My monitor doesn't support it right now. Um, and a whole monitor problem. So make sure you get that. Next, on to the color settings. Make sure it's on the NVIDIA profile. That's gonna pretty much maximize your stuff. Um, just make sure pretty much the output dynamic range, make sure it's full so you can grab the whole color and the highest bit. Um, Everything else is going to be preference. Um, some games I like to use it like Warzone. I like to use a digital vibrance like 55, 60. This game is colorful enough for me, so I'm good with it. So um, next up, you're gonna jump to performance. This is also gonna apply for AMD users. I have not used an AMD card in a while, so I'm not 100% sure where the settings are. You will have to go in the performance settings of the AMD stuff. Make sure you have your maximum power, the max power that your GPU can use. Pretty much my GPU was pushing when I was playing before I did this settings, it was doing around 56% GPU power, GPU percentage. So when I turn it on to 100%, it's like playing at 80 to 95, 97. It all depends what area I'm in the game. So it's just pushing your GPU to the highest settings. So it can get you better frames, of course. So it all depends. Mine's gonna be like this right now because I'm like recording and I have the game open, so it's gonna be high. But it's not bad if your PC is running a high settings in a new game that's not the best game that like it's actually like set up for like performance. So all good. You can also play with the fan settings. I like to keep mine automatic. You can also go into the BIOS and tune them in. Um, I just prefer mine automatic settings. Um, my PC runs cool, so it's all good. Um, that's pretty much it on the NVIDIA part. You can always make sure. Hold on. I'm missing one more thing. Okay, so here on Borderlands, go on graphics, and you're gonna go on Borderlands. Make sure low latency mode is on, and then power management mode, prefer maximum performance. Um, Vertical sync for some weird reason for me, at least this is my PC. Maybe yours is different. Mine is doing a weird thing when if I put VSync off, um it's like overriding weirdly the game settings and it's like not working as intended. I don't even know. Maybe my I don't even know. But when I put it on use global, use the application settings, it runs smooth. So um, that's pretty much what you're gonna do over there. And then max frame rates, I like to set it up as um, how my monitor runs. So mine's 180. It's not 165. It all depends. Could be 140 is the other one. I think it is. So it all depends on your PC, on your monitor. Um, that's pretty much gonna be it on this one, on this settings over here. Um, Another thing you can do is you can type in power or edit power plan. Make sure your PC it's running on the correct settings, on the power settings. So you're gonna go on power options and make sure you're in high performance. And that way your PC is not running less than it should be. Some people might like it on balance. I just prefer mine high performance since I built my own PC and I know how my cooling system works. So mine runs super cool, so I can push it to more performance. It all depends. Um, and then that's pretty much all your settings on NVIDIA. Another thing you can do, game mode settings. You can turn it on. I like it to be on. It optimizes my PC. Honestly, you should have it on every game you play. That's a like a must-have setting. All right, and that's pretty much gonna be it on the hardware settings. All right, let's get to the game settings. So I always keep mine window full screen. It's my preference. I know you get more frames being full screen. Up to you. If you want to have the max frame rate, go full screen. I'm constantly like hopping between like the browser, seeing builds and stuff, Discord. So I just have this. I just have it this way. It's costing me like how much? Like 3 to 10 frames, maybe less, but I like it that way. Okay. Next up, make sure you don't limit your frame rate. Um, so you can see how much are you going to be running. If you see your PCs constantly running, let's say at 100 frames a game, okay, you're good. Then you can limit it to 100, and that way you're not pushing your PC to the super limit, I guess. Um, VSync, make sure you have it off. That's gonna boost your performance too much. It's super good to have it off in most games. And the other settings you can leave it on like that. Field of view. This is a preference. I have never likened the idea of having a default field of view. I know they're working on it for console or whatever, to, and they're trying to boost performance. I always set up mine to 110. I think the default's like 90. Yeah, it is. Um, it's gonna cost you some frames to have it on 110. If you want, you can bump it down a little bit to 100, and it's gonna have you some more frames. I just like it on 110. I just like it that way. And vehicle field view, that too. You can honestly, this one you can bump it down. I'm just used to the 110. So, um, and we're gonna get on to the advanced graphic settings. Um, so don't touch this. One thing, just leave it on how it is. Don't use the run out of the tech. I swear it messes up your whole thing. I tried to do it, messed up my whole thing. I don't even know why. Um, Anti-aliasing, if you have VSync off, it should be off. Just make sure it's disabled. Upscaling method here, it's the best thing. If if you're not the 4K bros that they like to have, put your like play on 4K always, just have it on fidelity FX super resolution. That thing works. It's super good. It all depends on your card, but most of the new cards or couple-year-old cards, they work good with fidelity. So have it on that one. That's the best one. You can also try using DLSS. I personally don't like it. I'm just um, FSR fan. I like it for like Warzone and stuff like that. Runs good. Um, if so, upscaling quality. Since my PC is on the recommended part of the game, I run it on balance. You can push it down to performance, and it's gonna have you some more frames. I just like it on balance. It makes the game look good. Um, and I like my game to look good because it's a single story game at the end of the day, co-op. So um, I want to see some good quality. Scene capture quality, high is enough. Full resolution is gonna maybe cost you a couple of frames. If you want the full resolution, you can. I just like it that way. And now, frame generation. Some people are gonna hate this because some of the cards, they don't do it as well. They say, "Oh, you gotta have a 1590 to run this game." Not really. If you don't run frame generation. It's a feature that the card was made for. So run it. It's gonna have you boost. It's gonna boost you the frames super good. Um, reflex low latency on. Um, and then the environment pretty much. Loading range medium works. I tried using far. I don't see a difference. Maybe super long distances you can see a difference, but it's really not that much, and it costs you some frames to have it on far. So I just left it on medium. They work great. Um, geometry quality, medium works good. I see the game good. If you have a medium range card, budget wise, you can bump it down to low maybe if you don't want your game looking if you don't mind your game looking bad. It's all right. Um, texture quality, same thing. If you have a more high range card, you can bump it down to high, and you're gonna see mostly the same frames. But if you have a low end, bump it to low. Don't worry, you can keep it on medium. I like it that way. Stream speed, textures, medium works. You don't have to bump it all the way to very high. Filtering quality. This is a preference. I always like to have it on at least a 2x for most games. This is a feature you can bump it down to off. I just like it this way, and it doesn't affect my performance super a lot. It costs some, but it's mostly when you have it at the high end. Either put a 2x or put a off, to be honest. Foliage density off. This is not gonna affect your immersement in the game. I mean, if you want to be super immersed in the game, then sure, yeah, bump it to low or medium. It doesn't do nothing for me, so I just turn it off. Volumetric fog, turn this thing to low. This is gonna consume your frames a lot. Same thing with volumetric cloud, and shadow quality. These settings are gonna consume your frames so much, your FPS. They're gonna drag it to the floor. Same thing with directional shadow quality. It's more on the high end things that you can use it. So if you have a higher end PC, maybe bump it to medium or high. For me, it doesn't do much. I'm still immersed in the game. So yeah. What's next? Volumetric cloud shadows. That's pretty much the shadows that the clouds make. So I don't mind this. I turn it off. You can just turn it on if you want to be more immersed, but that's going to cost you some frames. Be on the lookout for that. And then lighting quality, reflections, and shading, all the qualities, bump them down to low. They don't make that much of a difference, to be honest. I don't mind having them low. I still see the game good. And last category is going to be post-process quality, medium. I tried doing very high just to see if that will bump the performance of my PC. It really doesn't. Medium is good enough. And then of course motion blurs, turn that thing off. You don't want motion blur, never you want it on that game. And that pretty much sums it up. You're gonna see a frame difference. Let's get into the game so you guys can see. So right now I'm trying to record and play the game, so mind that that's gonna bump down my my FPS a lot. I normally run on between 100 to 120 frames constantly, so I'm trying to look out and maybe lock the FPS to 100. That's what I'll probably do. Right now, what I'm recording, it bumps. It's like jumping a lot. You're gonna see like 50, 60, 70. It all depends on the area you're at. So you're gonna see it run a little bit laggy now because my PC is not the best, and it's like trying to record, and you see the CPU like trying to push to 100, and the GPU is not working that much. So yeah, I recommend the settings heavily. You can tweak them and touch them. They may make your game better. At least for me, they have. Of course, I'm recording it right now, so my frames are gonna be shit. I gotta get a capture card. Subscribe and follow, like for more, so I can buy a capture card and another PC. But yeah, that's about it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. It was a quick breakdown, everything. I didn't want to make it a 40-minute video. You're gonna see a lot of different settings for YouTube. I feel like this is the better one. Game looks good. This game is not optimized good enough, so I feel like hopefully they're gonna patch some more stuff and make the game better and more optimized. But yeah, this is it. This is how you make your PC run better. At the cost of frame generation for some people that they don't like it. I don't mind it. If you just want better performance, this is the way to go. And that's pretty much it, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.